Hey Raiders, I got a Demonspawn faction team for you here. Yep, I probably want to keep that. So the new event just dropped. There's a Demonspawn faction challenge for Fire Knight right now. Uh, I wanted to do Fire Knight 20, and this team has the potential to do Fire Knight 20, but so far it's only 100% consistent on Fire Knight 16. As you can see, Candrafon isn't even needed at all for the first bit, but on Fire Knight 20 he would be necessary. This team does somewhere between 27 to maybe 37 turns right now. I'd say that could probably be sped up a little bit. And this is a team I just threw together. I didn't really engineer this team for Fire Knight. So if I did, I'd probably have enough damage to get through Fire Knight 20. But I'll show you what happens right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then I'll show you the presets. And I've also got some recommendations for different champions you could use if you don't happen to have these exact champions. Allure, for instance, could probably be replaced with Skimfos. He steals turn meter instead of simply damaging it, so you can use that to get a lot further. Any two nukers can really replace Magnar and Candrafon. Really, you just want to handle the waves. The only essential champion here is Prince Kaimar. And I'm using Cecilia to do the debuffs, and she's placing the weaken. I'm also getting the weak version of decreased defense thanks to Allure. But you also have decreased defense coming from Magnar on his A1. So that's why I brought Cecilia, just to have the weaken also included. But of course, if you have the epic Gorlos, he'd probably be even better than Cecilia. I do have Gorlos, I just don't have him built out. So this is the team I decided to use. The problem with the team, and we didn't encounter the problem this time, but the problem is right now my two nukers don't have enough damage to quite take down the waves in one hit. So sometimes the waves kill Allure. So ironically, the waves are actually harder than the actual boss if you have Allure. Because she's the wrong affinity, the waves like to just target her instead of anybody else. I suppose I could probably bring somebody to lure the hits away from Allure, but then I'm losing some of the damage that I'm doing. So it's kind of a weird trap. So I'll just sell that. Let's look at the presets. I hate that it appears right there. It's really just the wrong place for it. All right, so Cecilia, I actually don't want the Firestorm Rights activating because I'm using Magnar. And that's specifically because I'm using Magnar. Because his percussive pound only gets one hit if the enemies are on fire. So this way I get the best of both worlds. I get to use her weaken, and then when we get to the Fire Knight, I can start using her flames again. So Prince Kaimar, he's just doing the reset stuff. Also, I want to make sure to go over all the stats. This team is pretty fast, so I've got speed at 252. I've got the crit rate doesn't exactly matter, and there's enough accuracy here as well. I put Cecilia in the lead just because Magnar actually doesn't have enough accuracy for this. If you had accuracy of 200 and above, you'd be fine for Fire Knight 20. Also, if you look at Magnar's stats, he's not quite got enough crit damage. A lot of the endgame players like to put about 250 here. I was lazy. I wanted him to have over 200 speed for other content. I wanted him to be tough for other content. So he's in kind of a hybrid build. But anyway, Kymar, we do the reset on round 2, and we make sure we've got that turned off. And then on round 3, just so that I can take down the Fire Knight's shield a little easier, I make sure to use the A1 first before attempting any resets. And my Kymar has some refresh accessories, so sometimes he gets the reset right at the beginning of round 3, and I just want to make sure he gets that extra hit in on the shield. Canderfon's great because his A1 does 2 hits against the shield. The shield does count as a buff for the purposes of his A1. So you want to open with the A1 on round 3. The rest of it, I just turn off as on the hunt because I want him to use Butcher's Glee right at the start of the fight. Although if you're going to do Fire Knight 16, it may not even reach him if you're running a team like this. But again, you're probably going to be running some variations anyway. I think the only thing that makes this essential is Prince Kymar. Magnar, percussive pound. And then I turned off Fan the Flames because I wanted him to use his superheated hammer as much as possible. So if he happens to have this reset at the beginning of the round, this is 2 hits against the Fire Knight's shield, but then I basically just want that decreased defense up. And he has the best one, and he's the only one on my team with it. If you have Gorlos, of course, this is a lot easier. And then we got Allure. She's doing nothing but using her A1 against the Fire Knight, and she's using Temptation earlier on. My Allure is also in a Relentless set, so she tends to go a few extra turns every here and there, and that helps control the Fire Knight as well. And that's about it. So thanks for joining me. I hope this is helpful to some of you.